Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at Bitcoin. We're going to double check a couple of key factors. Quick congrats to our community members here. Just to give you a quick heads up, we took some nice profits from Bitcoin trade yesterday, 20 hours, 28%. And then of course, Premium Plus, nice little trade there from Chainlink, nice long, as well as Matic and Cardano. So scalping the heck out of that here today as well. So congrats to everybody for that. Let's quickly look at our backend data and kind of see what's going on. Double check some key factors here with liquidation, because when we talked about Bitcoin yesterday, there were some upper levels of liquidation that needed to be swept. Again, part of the reason why we felt confident in taking along, but also we had this bull flag type of pattern too. So we look at about 66,000. We can see here pretty clear as day that level's been swept at about 66 even. That just occurred a couple of hours ago, and if we see there's a little bit more left up about 67,000. Okay, so Bitcoin could very well continue up to about 67K before it pulls back. Not saying it's going to pull back because we're honoring an ascending trend line here and a few other key factors that are extremely relevant, but the key takeaway here is that we're looking pretty solid in the overall sense. So again, just before we get started, do ask you a quick favor, do me a solid. Hit the like button, comment below, deeply appreciate it, help us grow the channel. Future reference to I'm working on, or I'm kind of brainstorming, so to speak, on creating a TikTok, because there's actually a lot of requests for that. So keep in mind I'll be providing results to that, or more so just the links and information on that here soon, but just kind of brainstorming some ideas there with that too, just because I get a lot of requests and I want to get you guys what you want. Okay, so taking a look here on the daily time frame. When we look at the moving averages, we can recognize we're still in the same shape, right? We still have a key level resistance above us, 67,200, based on volume in the last, what is that? That's roughly a month and a half, almost 2 months worth of trading. Okay, so ever since we've been in the range of 60,000 plus, we've seen the most amount of buying pressure at 67,000. That's basically where people have accumulated the most. Taking a look here though, we are back up over, we're getting close to being over 50 on the RSI, and we kind of take a look here as well. We can see stochastic swinging up, money flow index kind of staying the same, and MACD trying to converge, but still hasn't yet. Again, you take a look at this here, we've had 2 MACD-FUs, and we could very well see a third. Okay, so again, do not get it in your head that we're perfectly fine now, but if you look at this, the last few MACD conversions versus where we're at right now, we're doing a lot better in the overall sense, establishing higher highs and higher lows in smaller time frames. That does, add up to larger, bigger moves. But we got to recognize too, though, keep in mind we're still under 50 in the RSI. Until we break above that level, quite likely this 66,200 mark at that 0.5 fib level, we're going to be in a situation where the price action is kind of going to maybe plateau and stay where it's at. Okay, so again, trying to get super excited, but this is definitely a positive. Also keep in mind too, traditional markets are not open yet. Okay, so if you're watching this right now, we still got about 10 hours before that happens. So if we do take a look at some other things here, we're still a little premature. We don't want to celebrate too early. Okay, we are over 50 on the RSI. We have been all weekend. That's all well and good, but again, weekends are strange with volume and liquidity. So keep that at the forefront of your mind, because again, traditional markets open, they can go straight down or straight up in a lot of cases, especially when pre-market opens. So that being said, MACD is converging, stochastic RSI swinging upwards. We have a lot of bullish momentum on the 4-hour time frame. We are still under the 20 and the 100-day SMA, but we're over the 20 and the 50-day SMA, but we're below the 200 and the 100. So these are pretty important resistance levels for us. So 67,000 will provide a resistance level, and there's a decent chance we could see a rejection there. Okay, so keep that in mind. However, you got to recognize too, there is still some liquidity there at that 67,000 mark, which we've already identified here. So that could very well be a sweep, and then the price pulls back from there. Okay. Having said that, though, in the last, roughly since April 12th, about last 10 days of trading, we see the most amount of buying pressure at about 65,000. So that's the tentative support level for us, based on that, point of control for the last 10 days of trading. So generally speaking, the 4-hour time frame does look quite favorable. There's nothing really disadvantageous here. I think we're looking pretty solid. Taking a look quickly at the Ichimoku cloud, we can confirm we're above the cloud. Lagging span is not free and clear. Just kind of letting us know you should have taken profit by now on a long position, or trimmed some of your position. You don't necessarily have to close it like we do. I recommend that you close your position after you take profit, or at least adjust your stop loss higher. But generally speaking, we do take 70, 80, maybe even 90% profit on our first target and let the rest ride. That's common practice for us. So generally speaking, here at this point, we can see that pretty much everything's looking good. We have this previous bull flag patterns here that are breaking out, and it's just kind of consistent, normal trading 101. This is standard trading patterns here. So again, most other coins are exuding similar behaviors, obviously following Bitcoin. So just be careful trading alts, I would say. Maybe consider lower average entries just to be on the safe side. But for right now, Bitcoin is looking strong for a weekend. But we got to recognize there's not a ton of volume right now, and that definitely factors in. So please understand this could very well be a false positive, but it seems pretty straightforward here. Look, I mean, we see this power of 3, right, where we got this upper level liquidity, lower level gets swept, and then of course price action continues to break the most recent highs. So that really just implies that we could very well see the new low at 65,300. Okay, so hypothetically we could leg up from here. It seems probable based on the overall circumstances, but again, a little too early to tell. If this is a weekday, I'd feel much more confident taking a trade than the weekend. Okay, again, depends on who you are and where you're at. Right now it is almost 9 a.m. in Dubai. So again, different story, different strategy for everybody, of course. But again, traditional markets, they don't open for another 10 to 12 hours. So I would say between now and then, just be cautious and keep your head on a swivel. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Deeply appreciate that. If you want to trade the best exchange in the world, my personal opinion, Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, link down below for some nice benefit rewards. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.